Ashtar Command, Arrests and Monetary Reorganization. Channel Neva Gabriel. Greetings from Command. It is a delicate moment, yet no less exciting, when our fleets engage in clashes with the remnants, the non-federated, behind the scenes of Earth's power structures, carrying out the necessary energetic procedures for their removal. You often ask yourselves how you can be more effective in these dynamics and assist in the reorganization of this beautiful planet's surface. The power of awareness. Allies, when you are aware of the need for this change, it is already of great help. The call has echoed throughout the galaxy, and there is no way this change will not take tangible form when the dynamics in which we, of Command, and other friends are involved are extremely precise, technically perfect, and without hesitation, going straight to the objective, which is to remove non-federated agents from this realm. The time is approaching for the imprisonment of those sinister ones who, from the height of their arrogance, have controlled the rhythm of life on this world for so long. Profound transformations will be unleashed, and many will be taken off the stage while the game continues. Only now the pieces on the board are entirely in our favor. Evidently, they still scheme and use people and personalities respected by the masses to try to maintain their narratives and controls. The melting of masks. But we already see the mask melting away, and little by little, they are showing you externally who they truly are, losing their initially cordial and gentle demeanor, revealing expressions that are controlling and Machiavellian. From the field of their unbalanced psyches, these reptiles addicted to the fear externalized through adrenochrome, this is ending. Our warning to them is the final drops they will take in the goblets of their arrogance, referred to here at this moment. Earth's sacred role. Living on Earth has never been easy. As you say, but you cannot deny that this experience is one of the most incredible you have ever had throughout your history in this galaxy. Furthermore, all of Earth's inhabitants are the great guardians of the 12 sacred circles of portals, which connect Earth with other galaxies and beyond. Including, these are objects of desire for the non-federated, now more than ever. What do you think they so desperately want in the Megiddo region, which you call the Middle East? There lies the 11th of these great stargates, great allies. In truth, much is expected of your reactions when many of those you considered good reveal themselves by tearing off their masks and losing their ability to maintain their human appearances in this world. Many of them can no longer sustain their disguises because solar activity has increased considerably, and neutron activities have made it difficult for these non-federated groups to maintain their fanciful and once alluring masks, which are now decaying, navigating concern and distraction. It is normal that amidst all this you worry that you continue to be somewhat concerned about what Earth's destiny will be and whether future generations will have life after so many rumors of wars. On one hand, this will bring you greater awareness and responsibility. All of this is a game of distractions while arrests threaten the representatives of darkness in this world, leading to the dismantling of the thousands of entities commanded by them. They stir to divert focus toward chaos, the sustenance for their sinister plans. They are incautious, for their arrests are inevitable, assured by the sacred code of the galaxy which they have disrespected, and which you have integrated into your hearts with much more humanity. The nature of arrests. These arrests will not be something you perceive as you imagine, but rather something that happens when many of your leaders, and those primarily responsible for the inhumane and disrespectful activities in your world, begin to disappear, take leave, and suddenly do not return to their posts. This has already been happening for a few decades in a quieter manner, but you will see that these removals occur in a very real, more direct way very soon. Those of darkness need to understand that the portals of the Megiddo Valley are under our jurisdiction now, and there is no chance for them to escape using those exits, especially the goddess portal, number 11, of illumination, the great portal of Vesta, the great solar goddess. This is one of the main reasons for so many conflicts in that region. Signs of collapse. While you perceive these continuous threats to life on Earth, watch the perpetrators of this chaos fall, even as they speak to thousands of people brought down by a simple failure in their biological system that makes them lose consciousness. Soon you will understand more deeply what we mean. The norms in the galaxy were established thousands of years ago from the principles of the Falls. They are serious protocols honored by all of us, the Federated, and these codes will be implemented completely, and every galactic citizen on Earth will be aware of these laws, where fraternity is always the primary guideline in group environments. Free will and galactic intervention. Over time, the non-federated, invited by many humans on Earth, found the freedom to act as they have up until the last century and more recently, because the loophole they found was the human freedom to make their own decisions based on a supreme decree issued by the source of free will. And that was the human invitation through greed and thirst for power. But the sacred galactics, coming from various star systems, also entered the game strongly in recent decades, especially the last 3, and activated various codes, bringing more lucidity to Earth's humanity, calling them to awareness and galactic responsibility. The awakening. You will see many humans on Earth kneeling with their eyes to the sky, invoking the highest powers of the star leaders, for they have awakened from their deep slumber and encountered the chaos existing on Earth today, a chaos that is in its final torments before the leap of ages. Evidently, one of your greatest concerns, those of you who hear and read our messages, is how your loved ones and beloveds will fare when the most alarming arrests trigger looting and chaos in the most disturbed and inconstant minds, which are often objects of manipulation by the darkness. Preparing for the greatest event. Allies. Know that you are being prepared for the greatest event that has ever occurred in the galaxy. In no other system has such an event occurred, not in the form and magnitude that it will occur with you. We guarantee this based on our code of ethics and truth, instructed by the great commands we serve, with love for millennia upon millennia. There will be no transition without those perpetrators of chaos first facing the consequences of their acts, and this is underway. When we speak of arrests and detentions, we are not speaking solely and exclusively on the physical level, but on the astral and mental levels. For there are tools installed within your physical and etheric brain that have made it difficult, and often still do, for you to make more lucid decisions regarding the destiny of your own lives and beyond. The energetic cleansing process. Do not be afraid when sensations within your heads occur, considering that you have already been diagnosed as healthy by your private physicians. Free then from malignant diagnoses, you must understand that you are undergoing a process of energetic cleansing and liberation from the shackles imposed by darkness over the last 120 centuries. While some will be imprisoned by heavenly decrees for their evils against humanity, others will be freed. Those others are you. While all this occurs, maintaining your intentions on what is good and searching within yourselves so that non-positive inclinations are dissolved in understanding and fraternal love will be of the utmost help to all of us who are in a single ship with the same primary focus, to free Earth from the incautious, unbalanced, non-federated. Arrests and monetary reorganization. While this happens, it is good to remember the importance of grounding yourselves in the material realm in a balanced way, being aware of the disarmaments that will soon occur in your financial system, the dismantling of the old structures that keep you trapped in patterns of scarcity and frequent debt. The arrests of financial leaders worldwide will unleash chaos in the financial market, causing stock market crashes and an extreme need for the reorganization of your monetary structures. Do not fear losses of what is legitimately yours by right, but it would be remiss of us not to alert you to the need to be prepared for these movements, as very clear signs are already evident. In our teams, there are guardian specialists in this area, awaiting the loving invitations from your side at the soul level to receive the appropriate instructions and guidance, which can be received through various means, from telepathic channels to signs and direct synchronicities. You will not lack provisions and basic necessities, but being aware of the need for monetary reorganization in your world is essential. When the central computer is shut down by us, and we already possess all the necessary codes for this, chaos will set in among those of darkness, for they depend on it to remain active and in control. It is up to you, our allies, to maintain your tranquility, knowing that we, the command forces, walk with the decrees of the source written and well-defined under our arms, and that we have an honorable duty to assist all of you in the transition, seeing you not only as members of a planetary community, but as brothers and sisters, our family, distant from yourselves for millennia, whose presence will rekindle the memories of our ancestral kinship. Our presence will ignite those memories again. New leaders and the accelerating pace. As this divine time advances, those who issue orders based on their thirst for power will lose control, and veteran souls, already ready to assume certain positions, will come onto the scene. We have previously informed through our transmitter that many are already ready, and none of those global leaders, whom you are already aware of, will take office in ministries when Earth is once again affiliated with the federated community. The pace on our side is very accelerated, allies, as we continue moving the pieces on the board and believing in the support of our allies on the surface, which is you. Portals opening in the skies. Expect more portals opening in the skies, the result of more arrivals of our fleets of multi-dimensional beings who come to contribute to the transition. The skies will continue to open, as will the Earth itself, for rearrangements are on the agenda at this moment, and the plans continue as previously planned. Adjustments always occur, but none of them divert the central and incorruptible focus, the liberation and elevation of Earth to the galactic community. The archetype of Mars. The archetype of Mars is present, calling the Star Warrior to assume their divine post. Transition, allies, from chaos to order and establish the necessary limits so that you can take the lead in your lives on this beautiful planet. A glimpse of Earth. Oh, if you could see Earth as we see it now, at this moment, this beautiful blue-green globe. How wonderful, dear allies. There is not much more to say at this time. We begin the closure of our direct transmission through our source in South America, which, by the way, this region is a great paradise under moral construction, a future receptacle for many nations that will descend from the meridional south. The king who governs this world is fulfilling his promises, and our presence is the connecting key between your realm and his. Closing blessing. Hail Christ, most worthy, command at your service. This is an official message from the Ashtar command, transmitted through Neva. Hear now the voice of command speaking these truths at this moment. Hear our voice as we alert you to the next steps in the ongoing transition. We continue entering your solar system and supporting the changes that are underway. We ask that as many people as possible spread our messages in their communities so that we can create an even stronger connection. We know that many of you expect an epic-style invasion from us to assist you in this liberation process, but we guarantee that what awaits you is much more than a simple mass arrival of ours where you can visualize us in your skies. That would not be difficult for us. We will recalculate the route as many times as necessary to ensure that our stay with you in this phase is prolonged to the point where we are no longer separated. 120 centuries have also been painful for us, as many of ours are asleep and are now beginning to show the first signs of awakening. Our jubilant joy, we bless all our allies on Earth. The core of reason echoes from within you now, pairing you with the vastness of the cosmos. It is obvious that you are not alone in the universe, and there is no basic need for faith at this moment, even though it has been a great link with us, especially in the last 3 decades. Now our presence is more tangible than ever, grounded in reason. Hear our voice through our transmitter at this moment. We are the voice of the Ashtar command, and we speak these truths. It is enough. See you soon, family. Adonai.